Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Saturday. What's the date today? January the 10th. 1:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is just going to be a real quick check-in. I am smoking my Brian Doran partially finished with some Burley Flake number 3, of course. And enjoying book 4 of the Wheel of Time series, my first read-through. I started the series quite some time ago, then the show came out and I watched the show. I really enjoyed it, kind of bummed that they're not renewing it. And then I decided since they weren't renewing the show, well, I would just read the books all the way through, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a much slower read than some of the other ones. It's a lot more deep and involved than, say, Dungeon Crawler Carl or the Aragon cycle. Inheritance cycle, but still very, very good. I'm really enjoying it. But I mainly wanted to get on to do a weight check-in. Whether you know it or not, you YTPC members have kind of become among some people in my family, but have kind of become my own way to kind of hold myself accountable to an extent, putting it out in public. I weighed in today. So last 2 weeks of the year, didn't really care. Didn't do a whole lot. So I knew I put a little bit of weight back on. This last week, I jumped right back on the bandwagon. I fasted all 3 days, ate reasonably on Tuesday and Thursday. I did really well. I was surprised at how easy it was for me to get back going again. And I weighed in this morning, and I am only, from before the holidays to now, with 1 week to help mitigate some of the damage, I am only up 1.2 from where I was before the holidays. So as of right now, I'm down exactly 50 pounds from where I started. And then so next week, we'll be on going right back down again. So I'm real happy. I feel like I went up probably a good 7 to 10 over the holidays, because like I said, I did not, especially the last week. Our cousin from mid-state came over to visit, and woo, the sugar. Good Lord, the sugar that I put down during that week. That was bad. But it's a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm right back on it. And I did really well this week and undid almost all of the damage. So I was real happy about that. So 429 was my starting weight, 429.0. I weighed in this morning at 379.0. So right at exactly 50 down. So I was real excited about that. That made me happy. And now we're just cruising, for the rest of, I've got my birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, but I don't really have anything planned for that. I'm, at this age, it's it's just another day, kind of. I don't really do a whole lot for that anymore. Yeah, and it's on a weekend day, which is a normal, I don't care what I eat day anyway, so, it doesn't really matter. I'm really excited. I'm really, really optimistic about the way things are going with this, and how easy it was for me to get started again. And so I'm looking forward to, to continuing that downward trend. No, in my experience and from the research I've done, no weight loss initiative is ever just a straight downward line. You've always got the little jumps, but the overall average is downward. You're trending down, and that's what I'm doing. So I was really, really pleased with that, because it was a lot better than I kind of expected it to be. But hoping I can take off another 50 pounds before July of this year, so that I'll hit the 100-pound mark right before my full year of doing this. So that would be super cool. That would be really cool. Be down to 329 by then. Yeah, But still a long way to go, but, you know, we're going. Like I said, we're cruising. We are cruising, so that's about it. My grandmothers, both of them now. My grandmother on my father's side turned... I was mistaken. I kept saying she was 98 and was about to turn 99. She was 97 and about to turn 98. So she just turned 98 2 days ago. January the 8th was her birthday. She is okay physically, not doing great mentally. My dad went down to her house for her birthday along with his two sisters, and she's in that state where she just starts conversations and talks about things that have never happened or don't exist or whatever. So she's not doing great. And then my grandmother on my mother's side fell and cracked her pelvis bone. So she's in progressive care in the hospital right now and has been since Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday. So, yeah, prayers, good vibes, good juju, happy thoughts, whatever you send, if you don't mind. Still the one person from the Instagram pipe community that could definitely use the prayers. Need to keep him lifted up so that he can get through this. And then, you know, just in general, gosh, all the crap that's happening in the world today. Just yeah, I don't know, it's rough, but I try not to think about it too much, particularly the future, because all I see for myself at this point in time is working until I pass away in my chair at work. And that's not a very inspiring picture. So I'm trying not to think about it too much. You know, I want to be happy. I'm trying to be healthier. And I just want to be around my friends and my family and keep my peace, basically. And that's about it. And I think if everybody did that, we'd probably be a lot happier. If everybody just minded their own business, I think the world would be a much better place. But that's what I'm trying to do, because if I get thinking about what's going on too much or the future too much or whatever, it bogs me down, ruins my mental health, something fierce. So we're not going to do that. I'm doing me, fasting and losing weight, and I'm happy about that. Enjoying my books quite a bit. I'm still working. I'm thankful for that. Praying for my family and my friends, and hope you all are doing great too. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a great coming week. And yeah, that's about it. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.